You don't actually have to do anything. In fact, you actually have to undo something. Your true self is always with you, and you find it as soon as we turn down the noise, the incessant chatter of the conditioned mind. And you know what? You just got the ultimate secret of enlightenment. It's a secret some people have taken 40 years in a cave to discover. That the most direct way to connect with your true self is to do this. What is it, please? Quiet the mind. The most direct way, the fastest way, is not to try and bring out your true self. You can't bring out something that's there. It's there. It's who you are. The most direct way is to do what? Quiet the chatter of the mind. And when you quiet the chatter of your mind, what's going to happen? Exactly. What's left is your true and higher self. When you quiet the mind, you'll naturally also be peaceful and powerful and joyful and wise. Why is that? Because when we are in our true self, we are directly connected with the highest power in the universe, the intelligence of nature, the intelligence that created the world, that which animates us. You can, many names. Some people call it higher consciousness. Some people call it universal intelligence. Some people call it God. Some people call it the force. Some people call it our higher power. Natives used to call it the Great Spirit. Let me ask you a question. Suppose you went to the very coast of California here, and you scooped up a cup of ocean water. What kind of water? Thank you. And you brought it to the middle of the country, say Nebraska. What kind of water would that still be in Nebraska? Still be ocean water. And in the same way, each of us is still a small cup of the Great Spirit. Do you understand? And our connection is through our true self. Now, I'm going to draw something as an analogy. Obviously, it doesn't look like this. So, here is what we're going to call Great Spirit. Here is what we're going to call ourselves. And here is what we're going to recognize as our true self. Okay? It's just a representation. Got it? Now notice our true self is connected to something. What is it? The Great Spirit, the highest intelligence in the universe. Okay? That which creates us. Now, the problem here, so our connection to the highest self is through our highest self. Does that make any sense at all? Yes, yes. Okay, good. Now, the problem is our connection to our true self becomes blocked by the constant activity of the conditioned mind. So here is our normal connection, but it becomes blocked by the activity. And so our goal, therefore, has to be to pierce the veil, of the conditioned mind. And when we pierce the veil of the conditioned mind, not only do you find your true self, but you automatically tap in to the highest intelligence in the universe. So I'm going to say this again. Raise your hand if you wouldn't mind tapping in to the highest intelligence in the universe, okay? Can you figure out how to do that? No. Because as soon as you begin to figure anything, what have you done? You have strengthened the veil that precludes you and prevents you from tapping in, from being connected. You understand? It's exactly the what? Opposite. When you can let your mind be quiet, when you can quiet the chatter, then and only then can you pierce that veil. And when you do, not only are you connected to your true self, but automatically to the highest power in the universe. That's why you're immediately powerful, peaceful, joyous, and wise. Does this make any sense? Yes or yes? Okay. My Zen teacher said that if what you were looking for was where you've been looking, chances are you'd have already found it by now. Let me say this right now. What you've been looking for is your true self. And how to access it and live from there is what the training is all about. How many are excited?